timetable for yourself? Is there a time, and I know that's hard because we're always competitive as athletes and we want to beat that, but what does that timetable look for you this season?
Yeah, the timetable is more just kind of as I progress, so it's kind of hard to say exactly when I'll be ready to, hop back in a major league game again. As of right now, this past week, I just took dry swings for the first time and then started my throwing progression again. I got the boot off like 2.5 weeks ago, I think, so the last 2.5 weeks I've been working into walking and pushing off it more. I got into like light skipping this week, hopefully jogging this next week. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and each step along the way, it's kind of just being patient and making sure I'm hitting all the checkpoints with no discomfort, and everything I've done so far has felt really good. So I think I'm on schedule with regards to what the typical recovery for the surgery would be.
It's amazing how you appreciate skipping all of a sudden, right? Like, oh, I appreciate I can do this now.
Well, today's the final day of January, and Andrew Friedman was saying recently about you, Tommy, that he might know, and you might know, maybe by the end of next month, by the end of February, whether there will even be a safe ramp up where you could get back to playing at the start of the season. But like you said, you have to preach patience, because with this Dodgers team, it's not just a 6-month season. You expect to be playing that 7th month through the entire month of October. So how much of this where you have to just say, I got to be patient, and if I feel okay right now, maybe I want to give myself even a little more time?
Yeah, that's my goal is once I come back from recovery from this surgery, I just don't want to go on the injured list again after this. And that's something that I really struggled with last year was, like I hurt the ankle and I felt like I was good enough to play, coming off the injured list, but, definitely wasn't 100%, and then I ended up kind of injuring it again. So that's something I really want to focus on, this time around, is just making sure I'm, full go and don't have to worry about it again the rest of the year. And that's just something that we as baseball players really struggle with. You feel your ankle and you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can do everything. I can do most things on a baseball field, and I got to be out there and playing. So you do everything you can to get out there, and it's just really hard for us to be patient with that whole process.
No doubt about that. You mentioned your parents, mentioned about your family, how important it is helping you with your kids. But I know what it was like for me. My dad was such an integral part in me in baseball, teaching me. I'm still learning from him now. We talk regularly, and I know your dad's a big part as well. During the off season, what's that like? Do you go to him? Do you guys work on things as you're wrapping up baseball and going into the next season? Because I know I worked with my dad every off season about trying to, okay, what can I do better? How can you help me? And I was just wondering what that's like for you, especially your dad being such a coach and all.
Yeah, my dad's a great sounding board. He's got so much knowledge, being around the game for, as long as he has. So in most off seasons I hit with him a lot. He really dives into the swing and knows the mechanics of the swing, especially mine so well, since, he threw me hundreds of pitches of batting practice, from age, whatever it was, age 6 all the way through high school. And then now even in the offseason as well. But, obviously this offseason's been a little bit different because I haven't been able to swing. But, yeah, in a typical one, I would be hitting with him a lot. We'd be taking video, kind of breaking down the video and really targeting areas that I need to work on. And then he knows once I get towards spring training and during season, it becomes a lot less because obviously I'm working with the hitting guys here who are excellent as well, and are really able to help me out with any issues I have during season. But it's good to have his eyes on my swing during the off season.
One last thing for you, Tommy. Dodgers just signed Kyle Tucker. Teo moves to left. Pa is probably in center majority of the time. Are you ready to go back to second base, maybe more on a full-time role? I mean, you won a Gold Glove there. Have you had conversations with Doc about this, Andrew Friedman and the others, about what's going to be happening with you?
Yeah, I love playing second. It's obviously I'm very comfortable there with the Gold Glove a couple years ago, but I haven't had direct conversations with them yet. And you can kind of see what the roster alignment is, and kind of guess that I'll be playing mostly second base this year. I'll be ready wherever. That's kind of been the theme of my career so far. Is the I'll go into a season thinking something's the case, and then, maybe a month or two in, something will completely change. So, I just got to be ready for whatever, and, that's kind of what the value that I add to a team is just being able to fill in wherever. So I'll be prepared to play a lot of second base going into the year, but also know that that could change at any point.
Well, wherever you are on the field, we just hope to see you back on the field and feeling fully healthy again after the ankle issues the last couple of years. Tommy Edman. Tommy, thank you so much
for
coming on with us today.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, absolutely.